Hi everyone, another reading. Welcome. My name is Zoe. Welcome to my sacred space. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy. I'm going to do a reading focusing on Monday the 12th of May to the 18th of May 2025. As you're all aware, Monday the 12th we have a full moon in Scorpio, 22 degrees in Scorpio, some intense energies that I will speak to you about with the astrology. I went for a long walk, meditated, and I prayed on the cards as I've done this reading for the greatest good of all. I've chosen a crystal for you. I'll actually put some crystals in a bag, and this one came out, Pyrite, P-Y-R-I-T-E, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. Then we're going to do a little bit of, we're going to do some astrology and some oracle cards and some tarot. So let's begin. I'm just going to give you some information that I look at things and then I save them, and when it's appropriate I raise it. And I felt like today, as I'm doing this reading for the collective, I'm doing it for my star seeds, my light workers, my awakened souls that are here to lift the vibration of this planet for humanity. So I wanted to say to all of you, don't make yourself small, not for anyone. If someone tells you you're too much, too loud, too sensitive, too fierce, too caring, too intellectual, too optimistic, too realistic, too logical, too emotional, just smile and move on, my friend. Clearly they aren't enough for you. And this is, I read this, and I think the author is Alana, K-N-O-S-T, or Nost, and it resonated with me, so I'm hoping that will assist someone. I've asked for the greatest good of all, the information that I'm relaying to help you. I want to energize you, and as you know, energy gives us nature, anywhere in nature, walking in nature, and gardening, and resting in nature. Sunlight is important. Be positive and giving gratitude, hydrating regularly. Remember to drink lots of water. Meditating when you can. You just don't have to sit there, cross-legged, waiting for something waiting for a download. You can meditate. You can meditate vacuuming the floor. It doesn't matter. Going for a walk. Any way that you need is good for you to meditate is fine. You can meditate making cookies. Movement, any type of movement. Dance is the best. Breath work, being involved in community, decluttering, and trying to obtain consistent sleep. Eating whole foods, if you remember, and learning something new. These are energy givers. I'm not going to go through the energy takers. There's too many. And fear is one of the worst. So there you go. All right. So look, there are many reasons to feel discouraged as a whole, but that's not what we'll focus on. Instead of fighting the old, we'll build the new, because we're awake now. We're alive, we're conscious, and we're aware of our power as creative beings. So what we'll do is love deeper, create more art, play more, and be kinder to one another. We'll heal the lies we were fed and heal the trauma that's been widespread. We'll raise awakened children, break out of limitations, create a version of heaven on earth, and invite others to join. So we'll remain steadfast in our devotion to a more beautiful reality, and we won't get discouraged by roadblocks along the way. There's so many of us awake now, there's no stopping us. So this is what Christ consciousness is all about. It's not about religion, it's the love in our heart for all of humanity. I wanted to share that. And as you heal, there's a stage in healing, and I think it's called disgust. Yes, disgust, D-I-S-G-U-S-T. So you'll be disgusted by the people whose love you seeked. You will feel embarrassed about the choices you made and the people who had access to you who didn't deserve it. Feel this feeling, then let it go. that will never be you again. That was another lifetime, another person. Okay, so that's what healing does. I could go on for a long time, so enough of my rambling. I wanted to talk about the divine masculine, but I'll leave it for today. I just wanted to say energy is contagious, so rise higher. You slowly become those you surround yourself with. Look around and ask yourself if you want to become like them. If not, bless them and walk away. No drama or negativity. If you know what you want with life, align yourself with that energy. Entertain nothing else. Okay, so I'm going to timestamp the oracle cards, the crystal, the tarot, and you can fast forward ahead. I'm going to, that was the introduction, so that ends at 5:51. And the first crystal, as I said, the crystal that I chose, Pyrite, just to give you that, beautiful. It's the chakra is for the solar plexus, element is earth. It resonates with the zodiac Leo. It says the healing properties carries powerful vibrations of strength and willpower and encourages one to eliminate negative habits, recognized as a stone of luck and manifestation, helping one rapidly attract what they desire. Forms of protection, shield around one's aura, or guiding one from negative energy. So there you are. It says, I am prosperous, abundant, and successful. So wishing everyone lots of abundance in everything, in everything, and success in love and everything. So that was our crystal for today. Now let's have a look. I'm just writing this as I go down. All right, a bit of astrology, because the astrology is poor. I was looking at that and I thought, oh gosh, let's have a look. So we're focusing on Monday, the May 12th. I'm doing this on Friday, the 9th. The moon is in Libra. However, as I said to you, full moon in Scorpio, 22 degrees. So we've got, on May 12th, there's a full moon in Scorpio in wide opposition to Uranus in Taurus. This full moon's energy has a wild and primitive aspect. I've just lost I'm looking at this and I'm reading it too, and I've lost my that is well suited for nature rituals, shamanic experiences, exuberant celebrations. So go out there, meet some people, I suppose, if you're inclined on Monday. And then on May 18th, the sun is in conjunction with Uranus and the moon with Pluto. So during the week, Mercury is squaring Mars. It is charged and restless time, with much dispute in the air. Most disputes are about money and natural resources, but often just about being right. Those who are cunning could now do good business, which not everyone likes. So that's the build-up for the week. I'm going to summarize it for you. So there is the potential for a lot of deceit swirling through the heavens this week. So it's not the best time for teamwork or blind faith in your fellow humans. What else can I tell you? If you find that someone has stabbed you in the back, allow yourself the time and space to dwell on the perfect strategy to redeem yourself instead of striking back willy-nilly. Oh gosh, I don't recommend that to anyone. You know, instant karma is at play sometimes. You could feel destabilized by a duplicitous person in your orbit on Thursday. It would be best to distance yourself and put up boundaries for the time being while you figure out how to handle it. The weekend outlook, what have we got? Avoid making plans in advance for Saturday night, because spontaneous activities promise to be fun, memorable, and invigorating. Okay, so don't plan ahead, be spontaneous, that's what it says. And the energy on Sunday, however, is simmering with resentment, so take in an art exhibition or a movie to stop needless rumination and destructive thought patterns. Okay, so look, I'm going to summarize it for the week. This is one of those weeks when you can't be sure who you can trust. So it would be best to wait, to make decisions and take action at a later date. That's my advice to the collective. Okay, we've done the astrology. Okay, now let's do some oracle cards, because I've asked for guidance for all of us. So whoever accessed this video, there's a message here for you. If you've asked a question, and usually the first one I choose is, there's an answer here for you. And I've even given you a love oracle. So Archangel Michael first, and he's given me, it's got here, leadership, show the way, and it's red, which is an action card. Archangel Michael calls upon you to take on a leadership role. Your love and light will show others the way forward. And now, why did he give us this card? Let me give you a little bit more on that. It's been a fantastic day here where I am. The sun was shining. I went for a walk. Let's have a look. What is he saying here? Promotion in job or organization, new job, new role, administration role. So the eldest sibling in the family and the matriarch is focused here. You've got legal support, and also you're a specialist in a field. So whatever, if you're offered a new job, it's right up your alley. And it also says, I would like to repeat these affirmations for all of you, for all of us, as I say. It says, I am comfortable leading the way. I empower others through my actions and my words. I'm able to lead the way forward and provide inspiration to others. I guide others forward with the guidance and support of Archangel Michael. So you need to ask his assistance. The sword is presented symbolic to you by Archangel Michael as a call for definitive action. The leadership role is one that only a few embrace naturally. You may have already assumed this role in some form. However, you have not considered it to be leadership. You are required to be a guiding light or pillar of strength within a group, for example, your family, marriage, relationship, office, business, workplace, or organization. So that's the answer from Archangel Michael for this week. Okay. Oh, gosh. And let's see. And then we've got, for my Lightworkers, our Lightworker Oracle. This is Sixth Ray of Devotion. Nice image. It is number 43, Sixth Ray of Devotion. I'm not sure if I've had this one ever before. Let's just quickly give you an overview on that. Hope all is well in your world, wherever you are. Sixth Ray of Devotion bestows the qualities of persistence, unwavering focus, and intensity of feeling. It is a gift of the strength to move mountains with your will for what you love. When the Sixth Ray of Devotion appears, you are being given guidance that even if you do not seem to have much worldly power right now, the power of your beliefs can conquer obstacles. The Archangel Uriel helps you receive the blessing of the Sixth Ray now. Well, it is a serving your soul growth and will help you develop faith in your principles and trust in the power of your beliefs. And as we are going through this week, full moon in Scorpio opposing Taurus. These are the most determined signs of the zodiac. Gosh, I should know, I'm a Taurus with planets in Scorpio. Anyway, why did we get this card? Let's have a look. For those working with this energy, the power of mind and emotions will come into focus. You may need to channel your emotional and mental power into worthy projects or practice balancing your intensity with lightness of heart and playfulness so you don't become harsh or despairing if things appear not to be working out the way you believe they should. Then your faith can remind you love always finds a way. Gosh. The Sixth Ray has a special connection to religion and love, and you're asked to hold the healing power of love in your heart for all of those who are evolving through a life experience involving religious practice. Okay. I can go on reading 2 pages of this, but I've got the gist of it. So the sixth ray reminds us of the power of love, which can conquer anything and everything. So love is an empowering, motivating force far stronger than fear. So for my light workers out there, let's focus on that. I know sometimes it's hard to love everyone, but we will use our determination and try to include everyone. Okay, the next card I have for you is the goddess Isis. I love her imagery. Love that. And divine guardian. This is a time of significant spiritual growth and healing for you. You are protected during these times by the love and strength of the Divine Mother Isis. Relax and allow your transformation to happen. Your divine guardian protects you now. Let go. Trust unconditionally in what is happening for you, as there is only divine love beneath the surface of the present situation. You are all protected. Whoever is accessing this video, the message is clear. You are protected at all times. Nothing can interfere. Okay. And the next card I have, I've got a fortune card. I love this. Look what came up. Love. What's that? Number 17, love. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. That's actually my favorite color. Beautiful. All right, I'll tell you what that means. Okay. So it means your aura will be electric this week as you attract love into your life, both personally and professionally. Be ready for major changes that will affect all your relationships. Temptations may come your way, so be warned not to stray or face the consequences. So I think the full moon always brings intense feelings, so be aware. So in personal relationships, a soulmate connection is likely for those searching for love. Your heart is on fire, and you are likely to attract love like never before. You will feel more dynamic. Those in existing relationships will either choose to make a lifelong commitment or simply end the relationship when it becomes clear there is no future together. It is time to let go of troublesome relationships or find a solution. Harmony is the key to success both now and in the future. A lot of invitations coming in too. So with career money, the aura of attraction surrounding this card will bring great networking opportunities. You'll probably find you are the one who brings peace and harmony to the work front, and may find yourself in a fresh role professionally as you gain new admirers and business offers. Money opportunities will manifest. Yeah, Taurus loves money. Scorpio loves power, not so much money. Okay, look, the power tip for the week: wear red or pink clothing, and men especially wear red underwear. Gosh, I thought it might be a red tie, but it says here, and men especially wear red underwear. Place some pink or red flowers around the home, indoors or outdoors, to enhance the luck surrounding you. I'll do that. I'm going to get some red roses. There you go. All right, and I've got the last card. I've got a love card for you. I mean, the fortune card I thought was the love card, but this is the love card here, and it's creativity, number 7. Let's see what number 7 says. Beautiful. Okay, let's have a look. All my light workers out there that are raising, I'm sure you're all raising your vibration daily, doing something you enjoy. Sometimes if you're feeling that, if you're feeling low in energy, or if you're feeling the energy is not yours, send it back to the sender, go out and re-energize. You know how to do that, as I told you before. Even if you stand barefoot in the ground or in the grass or whatever. Just get out in nature, or even if you're dancing around your kitchen, whatever. Move around. Okay, creativity. Your world offers endless possibilities and variety, so be creative and enjoy them to your advantage and benefit. Being creative is not just about being artistic or inventive, it's about thinking outside the square and considering different approaches and attitudes. Being creative means that you can turn an ordinary day into a wonderful day by adding a dash of the unexpected. So you have drawn this card today because there is never any excuse for excessive repetition or boredom in your life or in your relationships. Routine and habit have their place in life up to a point, but they can quickly dull your senses and enthusiasm. So if you're currently seeking a partner, it'll be beneficial to explore your own creativity in terms of your attitudes, perception, and expectations, even the way you listen. Look back at your life and consider whether you could have been more creative. And notice where your attachment to routine, predictability, or ideas about how things should be may have affected your previous relationships. And in an existing relationship, it is often obvious where the rot of routine and the fixed expectations have set in. This is your opportunity to be creative. Many people imagine that a certain amount of money is needed before meaningful creativity can occur. If you have fallen into this narrow mindset, then it's time to think again. Next time you go to a park or beach, just observe the children playing on the swings or collecting shells. You don't need to be wealthy to enjoy an abundance of creativity. So use your imagination and do something that will make you and your partner smile. So, and bringing creativity into your relationships can be as simple as going to a new restaurant, seeing a movie that wouldn't normally be your style, eating a meal in the garden instead of in front of the television, or finally doing that special something you've been postponing. Okay, so get out of the rut for all those in existing relationships. All right, beautiful cards. I love all those cards. Now, I'm going to do some tarot for you. Let me write these as I go. So, Oracle finished at 22:30. Okay. Let's have a look. All right. We've got some tarot. So, the heart of the matter. Major Arcana. Justice, number 11. It's a yes card. Number 2, the challenge. 4, number 15. Got the devil here. This is Libra. Capricorn. Unknown factors. Queen of Cups. Water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Turning point. Best course of action. Balance. 2 of coins. So we've got yes, yes, no, maybe. And the outcome is a yes. We've got the 6 of coins, earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. All right, we have got a matter here that justice is I get what I give. So we've got the heart of the matter is justice, karmic justice. It could be karmic justice, consequences. It could be a legal dispute, involves the law. It could also be about truth and honesty, because as you can see, the sword is always mental energy, and the sword is always truth and integrity, cause and effect, life lessons. And because this card is upright, it is justice. It involves justice. The challenge is 15 is the devil. Now, the devil is... I'm not a puppet. So the devil has got here. It represents addiction, depression, mental health issues, secrecy, obsession, and all forms of cheating and dependency, bondage. You know, being in the materialism, you know, sinking into materialism as we do in 3D. Look, it even involves sexuality, being powerless about your addictions, feeling hopelessness. It involves so many negative things, even abuse, violence, assault. The challenge is, because it's a challenge, to overcome the addictions, no matter how severe they are. All addictions can be overcome, because the devil here, the chains around their necks are so loose they can just lift themselves out of there. They can just take the chain over their head and just move. But people get comfortable with their addictions. So it involves breaking a habit, a bad habit. Gosh. The unknown factors, we've got nurturing. The Queen of Cups is a loving, nurturing, loving, mature, emotional female. She represents security and loving and warmth, sensitivity, kindness. She also represents romance, being loyal, faithful. She's very pretty. And she's also psychic. As you can see, she stands here with the water at her feet. She's a daydreamer. It could represent a couple of signs. It could be the water sign. It could be male or female. It's an energy. It doesn't represent a man or a woman. It represents an energy, and it's a female energy. The unknown factors. The turning point for this week is, it's physical. It's actually, we've got 2 of Pentacles, so it's something to do with the material realm. We've got a boat here at the back with stormy waters, trying to find balance and resourcefulness with the ups and downs of life, being adaptable and flexible, juggling life, juggling money, trying to balance the books, transferring money from one account to another, profit and loss. So just being in the 3D and trying to balance you've got your hands full, trying to balance 2 situations here. And the outcome is charity and giving. We've got here Taurus, could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. I feel that this is having enough from support, from employment, from it could be from gifts, generosity, charity, from community, some sort of assistance or support that will come from somewhere. It is wealth and prosperity, which will give you the stability and the power. It'll come from elsewhere, because it appears to be a wealthy man here, to be able to share, that'll alleviate some of this. Because if you're here trying to balance, trying to take actions to make sure everything's working well, and to be loving and nurturing in your life. And you do have obsessions here that are actually depleting you energetically, depleting you financially, depleting you on a spiritual level. So somewhere along the line, if this is karmic justice, if you do not address it, it'll be done for you. But it appears to be here that 2 of coins jump to a 6 of coins. I'm going to just get one card of clarification for this. So things are, this week, no matter how bad or harsh it'll come, it'll appear. This too shall pass, and things will get better. Let me see. Please clarify the 6 of coins. Major Michael. One card. I always pick the cards in advance because it takes so long. Oh, got it. It appeared to come out reverse, but it jumped upright. So it's got to do with relationship. Two people working together. And I'll just give you the information on that to give you a little bit more. The Lovers is a choice. You have a beautiful soul-honoring connection with another. You successfully integrate dual forces into a unified state. You face a choice of the highest moral grounds. So honor and love your beautiful self. And stand in your integrity and your highest morals. Okay. I think it's all about relationship for some reason this week. I don't know why. Maybe it's the full moon. So I think we've come to an end. Hopefully that's given you some insight. I'm here mainly for the collective because I want us to use all modalities necessary to obtain information that we need, because we know that things aren't what they seem to be. Things aren't right in this world, and we are trying to make them better. And whatever you need to be able to access, to know that we are multi-dimensional beings. This is not it. This is not the whole of, this is it. You come here and you exit. There's more to this. This is just a school for your soul growth. So remember who you are and what you're capable of. And until I see you again, thank you again for your energy. Please like, share, subscribe. It's an energy exchange. You know what to do. I appreciate you, and thanks again. Bye for now.